Good morning. My name is Omer Ahern Jr. and this is my periodic Grafton County Commissioner report. Today is December 19th, 2018. Merry Christmas, everyone. And this is going to be my last report because as of I think the 3rd or 4th of January, there will be a new county commissioner serving the people of Grafton County District 3. And that is Marsha Morris from Ahern, New Hampshire. And I wish all the best to Commissioner Morris, and I'm sure she'll do a good job. So the county commissioners, as I've said before, meet on a regular basis. They meet roughly weekly, each Tuesday of each week at 9 o'clock in the morning. And they meet at the county complex, which is located at 3855 Dartmouth College Highway in North Haverhill. And it's in the administration building on the second floor in what we call the County Commissioners Conference Room. And this administration building is located on the county complex grounds, which is about a 25-acre piece of land that has the county courthouse, the Department of Corrections facility, the county nursing home, county administration building, and the farm operation, the dairy barn, the hay barns, and also the county maintenance buildings. So there are 3 county commissioners, one representing each district in Grafton County. District 1, which encompasses the towns of Hanover and Enfield and the city of Lebanon, is represented by County Commissioner Wendy Piper of Enfield, and she is the clerk of the present clerk of the Grafton County Board of Commissioners. The other commissioner that I serve with is Commissioner Linda Lauer of Bath, New Hampshire. She represents the Grafton County Commissioner District number 2, which encompasses all the towns of northern and mostly western Grafton County, and Commissioner Lauer is the chairman of the Board of Commissioners. And I represent District 3, which encompasses the towns of southeastern Grafton County, as far up as Warren and Rumney and Campton, and over to Dorchester, Groton, and as far over as Canaan, and to the south, Alexandria, Bristol, Ashland, and of course the towns of Plymouth, Holderness, and Hebron, and Rumney, and Wentworth, and so about 13 to 15 towns in District 3 that I have been proud and honored to represent for the last 2 years as the District 3 Grafton County Commissioner. As I said, the commissioners meet each Tuesday of each week at 9 o'clock. These meetings are open to the public, and I encourage you folks to attend as many of those meetings as you can in person. If you are a member of the public there, the commissioners do invite public comments when you might have some questions here. So I encourage you to attend those meetings. They run roughly no more than 3 hours in the morning. So yesterday, the county commissioners met, and the first thing that we did yesterday morning, Tuesday the 18th of December, we didn't start till 11 o'clock because we had the employee Christmas party yesterday afternoon. So rather than have us make 2 trips up, we started our commissioner meeting a little bit late. So the first thing we did was we made a quick tour of the administration building basement storage room, where the Register of Deeds keeps many of her archival records and deeds from the 1700s. We've been keeping records in Grafton County for deeds, registry of deeds relative to land transfers since the late 1700s. And we are very fortunate to have a Register of Deeds, Kelly Monahan, who is a good steward in working to keep these historical documents safe and secure. We're experiencing some, for lack of a better word, climate issues in that basement storage area. And so we've been working with the Register of Deeds, Kelly Monahan, and the Superintendent of Maintenance, Jim Oakes, as to how best to address that situation. So we had the tour, and very interesting discussion as we had that tour of the basement facility. And talking about facilities, there is a lot of pressure putting on our physical plant up there. There isn't enough room to do everything that many of the department heads and elected officials would like to do. And this is going to be an ongoing issue in the years to come, especially in light of the needs of the nursing home to provide nursing care for our elderly residents. And one of the issues that is going to come up is right now there is not a single baby boomer a resident in the nursing home. But once the baby boomer generation starts aging out and needing the services of the nursing home, our present facility is just nowhere ready to meet the needs of our elderly population once the baby boomers start kicking in. One quick thing with regard to our nursing home, the state of New Hampshire surveyors came in and a couple of weeks ago, and the nursing home administrator, Craig Labor, graduate of St. Anselm's College. Craig reported to the commissioners that we were deficiency-free in the survey that the state surveyors did. So that is a real accolade for Mr. Labor and the nursing staff and all the people that work at the Grafton County Nursing Home, including those that are in housekeeping and maintenance. Those are the folks that really help to keep our nursing home deficiency-free, because if you go into our nursing home, you do not have the so-called smell in our nursing home. Our nursing home is very well maintained, and again, I have nothing but the highest praise for Craig Labor, the nursing staff, the dietary staff, the maintenance people. God bless them all for the good work that they do. So this is a real feather in our cap at Grafton County, that this last survey we had a deficiency-free survey. Not that we haven't had excellent surveys over the years, but this is just one more very good thing about what Grafton County does for the people that we serve. The next item on the agenda yesterday was have a report from the maintenance superintendent, whose name I just mentioned, Jim Oakes. Jim is an Air Force veteran, and Jim has been an employee of the county for several years now. And we're very pleased and proud to have Jim Oakes being the maintenance superintendent. So Jim gave his regular monthly report about the ongoing maintenance that he does for all the buildings. He has staff people, maintenance people working in the courthouse, working in the correctional facility, working in the nursing home, working in the administration building, keeping the grounds up, snow plowing, sanding, making sure the stairs are shoveled and safe for people going in and out of the nursing home. And he also keeps an eye on and provides a lot of maintenance for the farm operation. A lot of old buildings, part of the farm operation, and Jim and his men and women do a lot of good work there, so we appreciate that work. Again, this is a compound or a complex, 25 acres in size, and with all these buildings, and he deals again with issues from maintaining compressors and washing machines in the laundry in both the House of Correction and in the nursing home. Kitchen equipment, doors, lighting, as I said, snow removal, building maintenance and repairs, and just keeping the overall infrastructure, especially the maintenance and maintaining of the emergency equipment, such as generators. We have to have generators there that are on standby, because we have a facility that needs to run, must run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, some years 366 days out of the year. That's because of the nursing home and the residents that are there that need 24-hour a day care, and the House of Correction, where we have inmates in the pretrial confinement and in the House of Correction. So these are facilities, these are services, these are needs that have to be continuously ongoing, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So Jim gave us a very comprehensive report. If you would like to see these reports that are given to us by the various department heads each week, the minutes of the county commissioners meetings do go online onto the Grafton County, New Hampshire website. So Mr. Oak's report will be online as part of the minutes for the December 18th meeting. The next department head that came and reported yesterday is our new, or the county's new, alternative sentencing director, Renee DiPaolo. And she's only been with us since December 3rd, but Renee is doing an amazing job already. Here it is, just about 2 weeks into her starting as the new alternative sentencing director. And she came to the commissioners yesterday requesting approval of the new alternative sentencing brochure, which includes the adult diversion, juvenile diversion, the alternative sentencing program, the general outline of the programs offered to referral agencies and potential participants in the program. The procedures that are outlined there are fully in line with the program that has, and this alternative sentencing program has certainly been very important in trying to reduce the number of residents in the Department of Corrections and trying to help people beat their addictions, beat their substance abuses. And if we can keep them out of the correctional facility and try to keep them as productive members of society while working to, terminate, end, beat their substance abuse, this is what we're trying to do with the alternative sentencing program. So with a few suggested changes from the commissioners, which Renee certainly had no problem with adding and amending, we approved the new alternative sentencing brochure. We also approved a request for a proposal that'll be going out into the local newspapers, and it should be online by now. The county budget discussions will begin shortly after the first of the year. And as a part of the budget, the Grafton County taxpayers right now are funding a series of social service agencies throughout the county. Locally, some of those agencies are the Bridge House that is supervised by a good friend, Kathy Bentwood, and also the Pemi Youth Center, which is a youth program here in downtown Plymouth. Also, many other programs here in Plymouth and all throughout Grafton County. So we're thinking about, because of the amount of money that is spent by the taxpayers on these social service agencies, Genesis, you're gonna have to forgive me, I can't remember the name of the facility that's out down toward the Hatch Plaza. Gonna have to forgive me that I don't remember all the names of all these social service agencies that we provide for. So the commissioners are looking into hiring a social service consultant to help them decide which social service agencies are best meeting the needs of what we're looking for with the help from these social service agencies. And basically what we're looking for, what the county is looking for with these social service agencies, is services that will help to prevent people from having to go into the correctional facility, or to help people stay at home rather than have to go into the nursing home. The ideal situation is if you can stay in your own home as you age. That is so much better for all concerned. The family, it's less expensive for the family. So we're looking for folks that can help with elderly services, whether it's the visiting nurse programs or other programs. So there is a request for an individual to provide administrative services to include reviewing applications, meeting with agencies, providing a written report of findings and funding recommendations, and report these suggestions and recommendations to the Board of Commissioners as they work to put together their annual budget. Again, the annual budget is worked on pretty much for the months of February, March, April, and May. All the commissioners can do is propose a fiscal year county budget. It's up to the members of the county delegation to either approve or deny that budget, and in some instances the county delegation can add more spending or delete spending from the commissioner's proposed budget. Members of the county delegation that do approve the county budget are the folks that you have elected as your state representatives from all of the towns within Grafton County. So you need to talk with your county delegation members, your state representatives here within Grafton County, if you have any concerns about the budget. And the budget that the county puts together is for the nursing home and the House of Correction, the two biggest utilizers of the county budget money. Also, we have the Sheriff's Department, the Register of Deeds, the County Attorney's Office, and providing the building services and the internet service and all of the services that are provided there. It's all covered by the county budget, which is pretty close to $43 million. And a good portion of that is funded by the taxpayers. We do get some income from private pay and Medicaid and Medicare, residents in the nursing home. But that's, and the Register of Deeds. The Register of Deeds is the one positive revenue maker for Grafton County. And that is because the Register of Deeds, when a deed is recorded, there's usually a transfer stamp that is paid between the buyer and the seller, and a portion of that transfer stamp stays with Grafton County. The biggest part of the transfer stamp does go to the state of New Hampshire, and again, that's all based upon the real estate transfer tax that is put into law by the state legislature. And again, the state legislators from Grafton County are those state representatives that you elect every 2 years. So after the commissioners' meeting, the commissioners hosted their annual employee Christmas party, and that's an opportunity for the commissioners to thank the many, many dedicated employees that we have at Grafton County. We are blessed to have some very good, outstanding employees that provide the services for the many elderly. We have 135 beds in our Grafton County nursing home, and we have RNs, LNAs, dietary staff. It's just a wonderful group of people that provide these services. You know, the dietary staff, folks that work in the kitchen, wash dishes. Remember when I worked at Sullivan County Home as a younger person? I worked in the kitchen washing dishes. I also want to thank those that work in the housekeeping and the maintenance department for the wonderful work that these folks do. So we try to, show our appreciation to the staff at the Department of Corrections, the corrections officers, those working at the UNH Cooperative Extension Office. Heather Bryant, who is the vegetable specialist, she heads up the UNH Cooperative Extension Office. And so all of those folks came over and provided a pretty good opportunity for interaction among the commissioners and the folks that work at the county facility. In my mind, we are blessed with some very outstanding department heads and elected officials who work very hard to be as, I think, as careful with the taxpayers' money, again, overseen by the county commissioners. So I want to, publicly thank the department heads at Grafton County, the nursing home administrator, Craig Labor, the superintendent of the Department of Corrections, Tom Elliott, a veteran of the Marine Corps. Thank you, Tom, for your service. Brent Ruggles, who is the information technology manager. And I've talked about Brent several times over the last 2 years. Brent and his two associates, Barry and Joey, they do a fantastic job. They are the glue. What they do is make sure the glue that holds everything together up there. The internet, emails, printers, the computers. If a computer has a glitch on it, it just causes all kinds of issues, and yet Brent or Joey or Barry are right there to do what needs to be done to get things back on track. And if you go online to the Commissioner Minutes and you look at the report that Brent Ruggles does each month, you'll just see how so necessary the work that Brent, Barry, and Joey do up there. So we thank you, Brent. I want to thank Nancy Bishop, who is the Human Services Director, and Nancy does a tremendous job of keeping an eye on the Medicaid and Medicare payments and the money that's supposed to come from the state of New Hampshire and the money that's supposed to come from the towns to help pay for the nursing care in the nursing home. And Nancy does an outstanding job. And I am sorry to say that Nancy did let us know at last week's meeting that she will be retiring in March. And Nancy's role is going to be a big hole to fill. But I just want to thank Nancy for her good work in the years that I served as a Grafton County Commissioner and wish her well in her retirement. Nancy, thank you. Also want to again recognize Jim Oakes, the maintenance superintendent. Again, Jim and his staff do a tremendous job of making sure that the facility is safe, well running, with the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning issues, lighting issues, snow plowing, making sure all of the mechanical infrastructure is going well. So I want to just thank Jim Oakes for his good work. Doreen Moody, who is it works out of the nursing home. She's the head of the volunteers. If you want to provide some volunteer hours up there at the nursing home, there's a great need for volunteers up there. So if you would like to, anything from reading a book to a resident in the nursing home or helping out at gatherings of the residents in the nursing home, helping at noontime to help feed the residents, give the nursing home a call. Talk to Lori Rock. She's the one that answers the phone at the nursing home downstairs. I want to thank Lori for her good work too. The nursing home telephone number is 787-6971, 787-6971. And if you would like to get involved in volunteering, contact Doreen Moody. And we thank Doreen for all of her good work. Also want to recognize our new farm manager, Lisa Napton. And Lisa is coming to us as the new farm manager with a good background in dairy herd management. And they were mentioning yesterday at the employee Christmas party that it's kind of interesting to see a young lady driving around the farm tractors, you know, and helping to feed the cows and so on. So we're really looking forward to the work that Lisa is going to be doing in trying to improve and increase the amount of revenue from the farm. So we thank Lisa, and of course Lisa works with two outstanding farm employees, Ben White, who is the herdsman, and Ben has done a tremendous job over the last 8 years, really improving our dairy herd, such that, as I've bragged about the last few reports that I've made, Ben has done a very good job of making sure that our dairy herd has won 3 national awards for the work that he's done. And the other farm worker is Brian Tillotson. And so these 3 people are going to be doing a lot of work to try and keep the farm going in the right direction, and with hope to increase the revenue from the farm. Want to recognize again Renee DiPaolo, the new Alternative Sentencing Director. She has an awful lot of hard work ahead of her with her folks. Can't say enough about Doug Dutile, our retiring county sheriff. Doug has done a tremendous job for the people of Grafton County over the last 16 years. He's been a tremendous help to the commissioners on so many different levels. And so I just want to say congratulations to Sheriff Dutile, and I want to personally thank him for his good work that he's done over the years for the people of Grafton County, and providing the good services that he does to make sure that public safety is provided here in Grafton County. Also want to thank Julie Libby, the county administrator, for all of her good work. She's the finance person there at Grafton County. I want to thank Julie for her good work. She comes to every one of our county commissioners' meetings and keeps us up to date on the figures and everything else that goes on at Grafton County. Also want to thank Samantha Norcross, who is the county administrative assistant. She's the one that keeps the minutes and tries to keep the county commissioners on the straight and narrow. So I want to thank Sam for her good work. Also want to thank Commissioner Wendy Piper and Commissioner Linda Lauer for their good work in serving their districts, and the entire Grafton County folks for their good work as county commissioners. And again, I just can't say enough about all of the dedicated county employees, those that work in the county courthouse as bailiffs, as deputy sheriffs, in maintenance, in the court systems, in the county attorney's office. Thank the officers who work in the Department of Corrections. Again, thank Superintendent Elliott for his good work, Captain Kendall, Sergeant Deem, Jerry Lynn Martino. It's a great group. And want to thank all those that work in the nursing home. Again, under Craig Labor, we thank them for their good work in the dietary department, in the kitchen. Want to thank those. I want to thank Leslie Lackey and Gene Sutherland and Susan, who work in the commissioner's office doing a lot of the book work. So I am just about out of time. Again, if you have any questions of me, until I'm no longer a Grafton County District 3 County Commissioner, you can reach me at my office, 764-6042, 6045. Been a long day already. And again, if you have any questions, you can always contact the Commissioner's office in North Haverhill at 787-6941. And again, I want to wish everyone a very blessed and happy Christmas, and everyone a prosperous, healthy, safe New Year. I want to thank the folks again at PBTV, Andrew and Juliet, for allowing me this opportunity to share with you folks the work that is done at Grafton County. Just 2 things left to say, folks. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the great granite state of New Hampshire. Thank you, and God bless you all.